The Al Jazeera article argues that India's efforts to isolate Pakistan have backfired because Pakistan still maintains relations with the United States, China, and Middle Eastern countries. But does maintaining relations automatically mean diplomatic success? Or does India really try to isolate Pakistan? Or are these merely false accusations? Every nation has diplomatic ties. The real test is trust, stability, credibility, and long-term results. Take FATF. Pakistan spent years on the FATF gray list because of international concerns regarding terror financing and anti-money laundering deficiencies. Was that caused by India alone or by concerns shared by multiple international institutions and countries? The United Nations Security Council, UNSC, has officially blacklisted approximately 150 individuals and entities based in or deeply linked to Pakistan under its ISIL, Daesh, and Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee. Among these 150 entries, there are at least 27 core terrorist groups and front organizations operating out of or rooted in Pakistani territory. Take the United States. A leaked Pakistani diplomatic cable, the cipher, has been cited by some observers as evidence that both internal and external actors played a role in the political developments surrounding the removal of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. If that is the case, then an important question arises. Where is the evidence that India was involved? And why is blame so often directed toward India rather than the actors allegedly identified within Pakistan's own political and diplomatic discussions? Disclosures under the U.S. Foreign Agents Registration Act, FARA, and public reports highlight that Pakistan spends millions of dollars on American lobbying firms and public relations. These funds are used to shape favorable narratives, secure diplomatic and military access, and manage crisis fallout in Washington, D.C. The fact is that Pakistan takes loans from the IMF to support its economy, yet these expenditures raise an important question. Do they demonstrate Pakistan's ability to improve ties with other nations, or do they indicate increasing dependence on external powers? Take China. Pakistan and China call each other iron brothers, yet attacks on Chinese engineers, workers, and projects continue, forcing Beijing to repeatedly demand stronger security guarantees. Furthermore, many Chinese netizens increasingly view Pakistan as a risky, low-yield investment due to militant attacks on workers and poor financial returns. This contrasts sharply with India's growing technology and manufacturing sectors, which offer greater economic synergy and access to a much larger consumer market than their traditional iron brother. If the relationship is such a diplomatic success, why do major investments require extraordinary protection and constant crisis management? Take the Middle East region. Pakistan often presents itself as a key mediator in global conflicts. But an important question remains. Is Pakistan shaping regional events independently, or is it mostly acting within the interests of larger powers such as China, the United States, or the Gulf states? For example, during recent tensions involving Iran and the United States, some American media outlets raised questions about statements made by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. Is Pakistan truly acting as a mediator, or is it primarily aligning itself with the interests of other nations? The issue is not whether Pakistan has diplomatic partners. The issue is whether Pakistan's policies have produced stability, investor confidence, economic growth, and international trust. Perhaps the bigger question is this: if India is truly trying to isolate Pakistan, then why do discussions about terrorism, militant violence, financial monitoring, political instability, and security concerns continue to follow Pakistan on the global stage? Blaming India for every challenge may be politically convenient, but accountability begins with examining a nation's own decisions before accusing others.